Liverpool win the English Premier League, after 30 years of waiting. June 26, 2020. Liverpool's wait for the Premier League title, which lasted for 30 years, ended after Manchester City lost 2-1 at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea stronghold, expediting the title. This is the 19th Premier League title Liverpool in its history, but its last title was in the 1989-90 season. Regardless of their call to stay at home by the mayor of the city due to the coronavirus, thousands of fans gathered at Anfield, the team's stronghold, to celebrate the dear title. Many fans who gathered at the club's club wore face masks, some of whom lit torches. A number of team players, including goalkeeper Alisson and defender Virgil van Dijk and midfielder Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, celebrated together after the end of the Chelsea and Manchester City match. "It is unbelievable, it is much more than I had ever imagined," said Jurgen Klopp, wearing the Liverpool shirt and apparently influenced by Sky Sports. "It is an amazing achievement for the players and it is an enormous pleasure for me to train them," he said, adding, "I haven't waited 30 years, I have been here for 4.5 years, but it is a great achievement, especially with the athletic interruption that lasted 3 months because no one knew if it was we can continue to clinch the title." As the global epidemic broke life in England and led to the suspension of the Premier League for 3 months, the Red fans bore a nervous wait to see how the season would end, with some early suggestions threatening their impressive record-breaking season. Fortunately for them, this was not achieved and activity returned to enable the team to maintain its amazing season. Liverpool fans roamed the streets to celebrate their first league title since 1989. However, due to the measures taken in response to the outbreak of the coronavirus, the Reds will not be able to celebrate their long-awaited success with their fans immediately, at least not in the traditionally known sense. As is the case with an impressive win on Wednesday with 4-0 over Crystal Palace. The next match for Liverpool will take place at home, behind closed doors, when they host later in Anfield Aston Villa on the 5th Sunday of July. Given the current situation, it seems unlikely that the team players will also be able to participate in any of the usual public events in Liverpool, such as the display of open buses around the city. After their loss at Chelsea, Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola congratulated Liverpool on his success in winning the title. "The record season and winning the title has always been the main goal of the club, which endured such a long wait until it crowned a champion of England again. But with this ambition achieved, things may improve with scoring more points and goals and breaking records, including the barrier of 100 points in the season held by Manchester City. The club team has achieved one of the most memorable seasons in the history of the English Premier League, collecting 86 points already and with a record of 28 wins, 2 draws, and 1 defeat among 31 games and 7 games left. Liverpool's victory represents a major moment for his fans who are accustomed to his success in the 1970s and 1980s, including a run between the seasons of 1872-73 and 1990-91, as they only once failed to finish the season in first or second place. They have not remained without silverware in the past 30 years, as they have won 3 times the FA Cup and 4 times the Professional League Cup and the European Union Cup and the European Champions League twice, which happened in the last season under the management of Klopp, in addition to the Super Cup 3 times and the World Cup for clubs. However, since Kenny Dalglish led them to the First Division Championship, they had to endure 3 decades without succeeding in the Premier League, as the record number of titles was overtaken by his rival, Manchester United, who won the title 20 times. During that time, the Reds came close to regaining themselves to the top of the English match, to finish second in the English Premier League on 4 occasions. From 10th place to the title. The appointment of Klopp was central to Liverpool's rise in recent seasons to this moment of success. The German arrived in Anfield in October 2015 after Brendan Rodgers was sacked and the club was in the 10th position of the English Premier League. Thousands took part in the celebration of the title in front of Anfield, despite invitations to stay at home to reduce the spread of the coronavirus. Klopp arrived with a record of success, after he led Borussia Dortmund to 2 titles in the Bundesliga and the Champions League final in 2013, and a good reputation in fast attacking, which he described as heavy metal football. The club has not only witnessed an improvement in its playing style, but also in its results, as it has achieved in its last 4 seasons so far. The final centers are 4th, and 2nd and now the 1st. Smart engagement with the transfer market was essential to Klopp's success, as he signed with Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane during his tenure. Besides Roberto Firmino, who arrived shortly before Klopp, the trio scored 211 exciting goals in less than 3 seasons, 92 for Salah, 65 for Germany and 54 for Firmino. Additions from goalkeeper Alisson Becker and defender Virgil van Dijk were also extremely important. Klopp also upgraded the level of players who were in the club before his arrival, including midfielder Jordan Henderson and young back Trent Alexander-Arnold.